the speed and scale of urbanization brings challenges. These include meeting accelerated demand for affordable housing, viable infrastructure including transport systems, basic services and jobs. Other countries are able to cope as cities also contribute a large percentage of the country's GDP. In view of this, Harare comes out as a weak link to Zimbabwe's economic growth. The city has been growing and has been overwhelmed by its own challenges, with accusations of mismanagement triggering the appointment of a commission of inquiry. So, what does the future hold? We give you more in the following report.
For decades, citizens have paid, but service has been poor. The residents have on several occasions made pleas.
Marara ari padhuze nepamba, ari padhuze nematsima tinorarama nawo. Saka takutotya kuti tsvina idzodzi senge mvura ikanaya dzakutoenda futi matsima atinorarama nawo emvura because mvura yekanzura yacho haibude.
Authorities in Zimbabwe say they are probing about 5 private schools for allegedly refusing to comply with the directive to accept fees in the newly introduced local currency ZiG. Some schools have been reportedly pegging fees exclusively in United States dollars, leaving parents who earn the local currency desperate. Primary and Secondary Education Ministry spokesperson Taungana Ndoro told ZTN Prime earlier today 99% of schools complied with the government directive.
At the moment, we are looking at around 99.3% of schools that have complied with the ZiG issues. I think the last time I checked, almost all the provinces were saying there have not been any reports of schools that are refusing ZiG. We have received 1 or 2 schools which the provincial education directors are looking into, and these are mainly non-governmental schools or schools that you want to say are private schools that have seemed to want to continue to only demand exclusively the US. But most of our schools, particularly the public schools, they have complied with the government directive, and we're very proud and pleased that they are taking heed of the government directive, and parents have been going willingly to pay their school fees. Their names at the moment, because investigations are still underway, because perhaps as I'm speaking right now, they could now be accepting the ZiG currency. So there are always dynamics for me to first of all verify whether that is still the situation. If it is still the situation, by tomorrow I will advise you of the names of the schools.
The government says it is considering tax incentives for cigarette manufacturers to promote value addition in the tobacco industry. Currently, Zimbabwe tobacco value addition is at 2%, and authorities want to reach 30% by 2025. Speaking at the World Tobacco Expo in Harare earlier today, Agriculture Minister Anxious Masuka said the country's tobacco industry has the potential to be a $50 billion enterprise by 2028 if it focuses on value addition.
I'm told by the statisticians that $912 billion worth of tobacco products was traded in 2023. Zimbabwe produces about 6% of the world's tobacco. Its exports are a mere $1.5 billion. Nowhere reflective of the 6% of the value of $912 billion. And my good arithmetic indicates that if we were to value it, we could get $50–60 billion. That's 6% of tobacco exported, made into cigarettes.
Zimbabwe will be welcoming over 20 countries for the World Military Golf Team Championship event taking place in Victoria Falls next month. The Zimbabwe Defence Forces will be represented by a team of 9 golfers who are gearing up for a big showing on the home greens. We get more in the following report.
The sun might have set on the Sunshine Toast Zimbabwe Golf Open held over the weekend, but the country is set for another high-profile golf event, with Zimbabwe hosting the CISM World Military Golf Team Championship in Victoria Falls next month. The ZDF golf team will be participating in their 5th edition of the event, after also featuring in Sri Lanka, Germany, China and the USA. playing host to at least 20 other countries has motivated the team to up their game. The Golf Championship is part of the International Military Sports Council, which is only second to the Olympics as the world's largest multidiscipline sports organization. Coached by veteran professional golfer Jabulani Mwale, the ZDF team carries relevant experience from military games as well as other pro-am events. The team captain, Fabian Chitungo, believes that taking part in the Zim Golf Open was a perfect dress rehearsal.
Konapo, ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.